Morning. Well, how you doing, buddy? You good?
Good morning.
Guys.
Everyone have a profitable morning?
I didn't take any trades yet, so I just started.
Oh, okay. You didn't take any in London?
No, I didn't. I was doing something else, so I was just watching the chart.
Oh, fine.
Yeah.
Did you take that GJ sell, Cavill?
I didn't.
Fair enough. Yeah,
I got a really good trade in the morning, and so I was
yeah,
probably done for London.
Was that the gold one? Did you do gold?
No, I got EuroCAD buys at 6:30.
Was that the gold
and
one?
I got my runner got to a 1 to 3 risk to reward. So
Oh, nice.
so I was like, I'm probably done for the London
Nice, well done.
session. I was done actually before the stream ended, before the stream started.
Oh wow.
Or just before.
Hey you guys, how's it going?
Hey, how are you?
Hey, Roger.
Good.
Hey, morning, Roger.
Hello. Man, looks like GJ is gonna it made a low right over here at 132,600.
Daily has to go down. It's going to create a resistance.
Ralph, you caught those GJ cells, right?
Yeah, I did. I was in a another Zoom meeting for work at the time, so I didn't say about it. I posted the chart in chat after. Yeah, I was in it for about 2 minutes or so.
Yeah, fine. Yeah, it was a good trade.
Yeah. So.
Morning,
Typical
guys.
rakeel trade, actually. Morning.
Yeah, it was.
So you know what I think is happening on GJ is that we created a low. Now it's trying to find some sort of a resistance here. Once the resistance is established, then we're looking for sells to coming down to retest this low. This is, how big is this? This range is 40-pip range. So basically, gonna wait for, I think if a 15-minute candle closes, I'll be willing to go ahead with it, but just gonna wait to see how it actually closes. Because it's respecting this rejection area here, especially on a 30-minute time frame too. So if this 30-minute candle breaks the low here or closes bearish, I'll be looking into getting into sells. How do I move my stop loss if the direction goes according to my trade? Well, you just drag your stop loss line. I mean, how else are you going to change it? Looking for bearish 30-minute to go down. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, I'm kind of looking at the same thing here. gold also kind of like creating the same structure. ADP is in almost 1 hour and 45 minutes, so might as well gonna wait for ADP there.
Surely ADP is going to be a miss, and it's going to be a lot worse than what they're expecting.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah, man, this will be such a good opportunity for a sell on GJ.
In London, a couple of people took it at the close of this on the basis of it respected that area, that zone you've got marked.
Okay, right there.
Yeah.
I think there was a few charts as well where other people had just gone for the wick fill and closed most of it at that point.
I think I was going to take sells as well, but then because it was open with the new 4 hour, I left it.
That's kind of why I didn't take it, because it was open in the 4 hour.
ADP, they are expecting. Oh, let's just refresh this. Negative 150. This was negative 100 yesterday. Now it's expecting even lower. Man, this will be even lower than 150. Wow, this will be
It has
wild.
to be worse than that. Has to be.
Let's take a look at 2009. Wow, the ADP was negative 600s, negative 500s. For the whole year. Damn. The recession time, sponsored by Corona. Yeah, see, so we're just waiting for this candle to close right now. It's doing its dance. Gotta close bearish. Oh, what's this? Someone sent a chart. GJ, 30 minute. Oh, nice. Profitable trade. Price made a higher, potential to come down. Create a support, and then, yeah, this looks good too. The zones are marked nicely. So instead of creating a support over here, it can also create something over here or over here, something like that. So
Yes, I'm looking at this area as well for potential, for where it could create support as well.
yeah, exactly. So Raja, is it worth putting a sell stop on GJ? Well, that's a very subjective question. Depends on what time frame, depends at which position, depends what time of the day. I mean,
Hey, good morning.
Hey, good morning.
Yeah, I'm currently in GJ buys.
Oh, nice.
Mm-hmm. Once it broke 133, I was like, oh, nice.
Nice. Waiting for a bullish close above resistance. Closing. Oh, okay. Someone's looking for buys over here.
It's been a little tricky though.
Well, it's at resistance, so it's gonna be a little tricky.
What's up? Good morning.
Hey, what's
Hey,
up? What's
Chris.
up?
What's up,
Good.
Chris?
What up?
GJ 30-minute candle close above resistance. This current one should go up. Oh, people are actually looking at buys here. Let's take a look here. 30-minute candle. Oh yeah.
Yeah, it broke.
Makes sense.
Okay. Oh, so you're looking at like that. Okay.
And also the 4 hour and GJ is flip bullish as well. So
Yeah. See, I'm looking at this as the 4-hour created a low, and this is just a retracement to come down. So I'm looking for the overall, like a continuation down. But the
Oh,
sells
like-
here. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Who is this? Is this Mac?
I was gonna say.
It's
One
too early
second.
for that. Too early for that.
No, is your nose clogged or what's going on? Like you sound different.
I'm a little sick.
Oh, okay.
Is that Mac? Are you
Uh-oh.
ready?
Corona.
Yeah, man, looks good. Like if you're looking for buys, it looks good. The 30-minute candle close above this mini resistance here. You probably have a buy on this candle, expecting it to continue up.
Yeah, no, I don't have Corona.
I'm overall looking for price to come back down and retest the low it made.
They hating on you, Max.
It had a long wick to the bottom.
What's this? Gold 30-minute. Previous resistance from 6-day range. Clean traffic. Yeah, see, that's the problem with gold sell. Even though it's at this previous support turn resistance, it made a low just like GJ. There's ADP coming in, and ADP they're expecting bad numbers. So who knows whether it's going to spike up or spike down.
Yeah, I sent a chart in earlier. I'm on gold right now.
Where is it?
It should be in the thing.
I was watching Tiger King for the second time.
Nice. Oh, this was.
I took that in Asian, about 2 o'clock UK time.
Oh, okay.
So I've held it since 81 so far.
Oh, nice. Also, this
Just
is an
trying to-
old chart.
No, this is today. This is today. So I held it from Asian session, just gone this morning through London. I'm still holding it through that. So
Nice.
took the entry in Asian session, and then held it all the way through into the London push. And I'm just basically noticing from the rejections to the left hand side
That's plus.
on the higher time frame.
That's plus 100 pips.
Yeah, boy. So I'm just trying to get in before the news, before Friday, trying to get a decent position. And if we can get a good push Friday, then we're laughing, right?
Yeah, that's a nice correction you had. Right up.
So you see to the left, you've got these big wicks further
many-
left of that. Yeah.
How many pippas is that?
I don't know, from 81 to 1600. 1600. Yeah. So I closed 25% at 93. So 120. And then I closed 25% at 1600 before I got reaction, because I thought we might get a bit of a reaction there.
Nice, well done.
Cheers, man.
See, this 15-minute candle is about to close. It's closing bearish, which means it's creating a mini resistance right over here. It's creating a minor resistance here. And if the 30-minute candle closes bearish, that means a resistance has been formed. Waiting for it to touch this area, show me signs of bearish. Oh, nice. I'm just looking for sells too. So I'm saying I don't think buying GJ would be a wise decision. Well, the setup is there. You know, this is the beauty about trading. Someone can take buys and they can profit, and then someone else can come along and say, okay, now it's time to sell. I was waiting for sells, and the sells can take profit too. That's the whole beauty about trading.
Or you could enter a sell and a buy. Oh, just kidding.
All right, what's this? Oh, what's this chart? UJ. Price broke support, made support. Wait for retracement. 30-minute candle closed bearish. Anticipating, okay. Next candle stop me out. I think when this candle closed bullish, this is where you should have closed your positions, or when you saw the 15-minute going bullish. Do you think GJ will spike at 8:30 like it did yesterday? Well, like a number of things can happen. We don't know. Some people are in buys on GJ, which may work out going up to 133, 250, even higher. And I'm waiting for sells on GJ. Don't smoke weed because it worked for someone else. I think if you're smoking weed and coming to the charts, it will get really hard for you to make money in the markets. Trust me. It's gonna get really, really, really hard. So if you think it's cool, you come to the markets high. Think about the person who's sitting sober and who's just smashing the fuck out of the market because they're sober. Trust me, it doesn't work. Alright, so 30-minute candle's closing in 10 minutes here. It's about to close bearish. If it closes bearish, I'm going to take sells on GJ. My stop is going to be above the current 30-minute candle. Right here, around 150. That's going to be my stop loss. 133, 150.
Sounds good.
I don't know. I'm still biased for buys.
That's fine. I'm going to lower my lot sizes considerably and bring down to 0.5 and see if I can crack maybe like, 5K this month. That'll be cool to see.
Nice. Oh, no wonder your chart looks completely different than mine.
Man, you sound completely different than yesterday. It's pretty freaky,
Trippy.
All right, what's this chart here? Oh, someone's already in cells. Okay. GJ 30 minutes looking for cell setups. Huh? Looks good. Strong bearish close. Yeah, let's see what happens. It's going to be interesting. In current buys. Right. You know what I'm going to do? I am going to. I entered a sell on GJ. Because I believe since it's bearish, the 15-minute candle here is the previous one closed bearish. This one's closing bearish in 8 minutes. So this can turn bullish as well. So I'm keeping that in mind too. My stop is around like 10 pips. Probably gonna bring up a little higher to like 15. Oh yeah, it doesn't let me. Well, it's at 15. It doesn't let me change it here. 133, 165 is my stop loss.
133 flat. It's really strong.
133, 165. Ooh. GP Cat is pushing up over here. This is bullish actually. Will you wait for 30-minute candle low to be broken to enter? No, I already entered. Euro New Zealand. Oh, nice. Yeah, oh, this was a perfect trade here. Price created resistance and continued down.
If you're watching UJ, we should have a nice drop, probably to 107.280.
Morning, Ted.
Morning.
Morning. Did you get any action on gold? Did you give it a go? Or?
Nope. Spreads are too big now.
Good
Well-
morning, Ted.
I'll give it a go this morning. I managed to get an 81.
I mean, it does
Oops.
look like it's holding support at 1592. But spread right now is 10 pips, so that's why I went into UJ. So I'm trying to play UJ here. See if
Yeah, makes sense.
I'm in profit, but it's gonna take a while for it to move.
Well, I got stopped out over there, and it's scary that people copy everything from here.
Yeah.
Everything. Wow.
Yeah, it's mad.
So stupid and retarded.
Yep.
Remember, don't say that word. Retarders.
Find it entertaining, to be honest.
Yeah, shit, man. Because my stop got hit, and I saw like 4 or 5 guys saying, "Oh, stop loss it, stop loss it, stop loss it." Oh, it looks like the buyers won over here.
Bye, gang.
My entry on UJ is 107,521.
Oh, looking for sells.
Yeah. Sort of caught in a range here, but I think I'll be okay. I mean, 1 pip in drawdown right now.
With that ADP push down. Yeah, let's see.
To explain your thought process behind UJ cells. Well, I see that I had a resistance at 108,350. There was another resistance formed at 107.77. And I see a support at 107,200 or so. So based on that, I see that we're starting to step down, and our hour time frame is consolidating but going bearish because we rejected 107,778, and the daily candle right now had a big rejection to the top side, and the weekly candle is bearish as well. So there's a lot of information. News is coming out for US at 7 o'clock. I tend to differ on that opinion. They don't release news events before the actual currency market opens for the US.
Is that 7 o'clock for you, like in a minute?
Yes.
Oh,
So,
there is some little news. This mortgage application stuff.
oh well, that's going to be
basic,
bad.
Basic news. Yeah, yeah. It's not going to do anything.
No.
Yeah.
That's going to be horrible.
No, it's 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 a very small folder type of thing. It's not excessive. Although I wouldn't expect the number to be very good at all.
All right, what's this? Euro USD price broke below, waiting for retest bearish candle, then to blue line rejection, big target area for runner. Oh, nice, look for sells. Yeah, I guess we'll have to wait for ADP here for any USD pairs to move. This is strong support on the 4 hour. Alright, what's this chart? GBPAUD. Price break the H1 resistance. Price retest the broken zone. Candle close bullish. Enter by stop loss below. Nice. So see how this candle closed bearish on the 30-minute? If this was me, I would have probably closed like half of my position and probably brought my stop up a little bit. Trade management rules. I think we should do a webinar one day about trade management rules. Probably gonna do that.
I think GJ is gonna hit down now.
It'll be an interesting webinar.
Yeah. Oh, wrong chart. See, the thing is, everybody knows how to manage their trades. You know, everyone knows the best practices to do, things to do, but they still don't follow. Just like me here. You know, I took a sell before the candle closed. And then I got stopped out.
Well, recently though, because the way the market's been off, I've not necessarily been waiting for them to close. I've adapted a little bit because the way they've been moving, it's a little smaller time frames.
Yeah.
But that's just your own personal thing. It does make sense to wait to see things close. But I think you can, at the minute, the way things have been moving, some of these bigger candle movements, you kind of miss your chance and you kind of got to anticipate it a bit quicker. But that's just the way it is, isn't it? Get me.
You get me.
Cheerio, mate.
Hello, Financial Times.
Hello, how are you?
Hello. Who it is?
I think he's in a call.
Yo. Euro GBP overall downtrend, broke support, got in after the retrace, TP at previous low. Yep, this looks good. Just gotta go to the smaller time frame, the 30-minute, or actually the bigger one, the 30-minute, and see how the candles are forming, if it's still closing bearish or not. When candles don't close in your direction, that means the trade is going to be a bad trade. So the lesson we can learn here, Mac was in buys because candles were closing in his direction. So he held buys, he profited, whatever he did good. Me, I entered before the candle closed, kept in mind that it could go bullish, and when it started to go bullish before it hit my stop, I closed the position.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I took a loss on that. But did I get discouraged? No, not at all. Because I knew exactly how much I was losing.
No emotion.
Yeah, no emotion. Imagine a guy who gets really happy when he hits stop loss. Oh yeah, man, hit stop loss again. Let's go. No recent traffic here. Sell stop placed below the last wick. Oh, nice. Sell stops. Beautiful. What's this chart? Perfect. What's this discussion going on here on YouTube?
It's a deep one.
Deep discussion.
It's arguments and everything.
I find it interesting that a lot of people talk in that YouTube channel just to talk. Like they don't actually have any substance. Is that why do people want to do that?
Got to be heard, right?
Yeah, it's just weird. Like people are going on with like all these opinions and things like that, but nobody ever shows a chart. It's rather interesting, but all good.
I just read someone said I'm full of substance. I was just thinking, what? Yeah. Got to show some charts, man.
Pullback, resistance. Yep. This looks good. Hope no one gets pissed off and keeps saying it looks good. This does not look good. This chart does not look good. Because you have to wait for the candle to close. And didn't we learn from my mistake earlier on, where is it? Yeah, this one here. I took a sell when candle was still open. It was bearish. I thought it's gonna go down, but you know, it went up. So now you're doing the same mistake over here. Don't we learn from mistakes, mate? Come on. Hey guys, new here. Just trying to figure out how Vixen outlier draw his zone. Seem to be always the same width. So you need a protractor and a ruler here. Put it on the screen and measure how big the zone is. And you just copy it and you just move it around the chart and
A compass.
yeah, compass. Yeah, so if you're looking at GJ, there's no trade right now in GJ because it reached this area here, which was rejected. So now we don't know whether it's going to reject this or it's going to continue breaking this and continue up to, you know, 133.500. or it's going to reject it and create a resistance. We don't know yet.
Based on the
UJ.
5 minute.
Oh,
Bye bye.
based on the 5 minute.
Yeah, higher highs and higher lows.
Yep.
All right.
What's this? Cat feature. Oh, looking for cells here. Nice. Just got this mini support here you need to break.
Yes, I'm gonna take a picture, buddy.
Wow, GPCAD had a much better structure over here. Beautiful. Looks so nice.
Oh yeah, on the 15.
I was looking on GN on the 4 hour, looked good too.
Oh wow, GJ's still going.
Yeah.
I'm up 30 pips.
I mean, it's very similar to the last 2 days again, same type of time frame. Although we had the push down this morning in London, this is the time where it was pushing up the last 2 days.
Yeah.
Exactly the same. The problem is, you're trying to push all that stuff to the left now. That's tough.
Alright, what's this chart here? Sell stop placed below the previous wick. Stop loss placed. Oh, UJ 30 minute. Oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense. UJ's ranging. GPCAD was a beautiful play. Missed it. Gold, gold, gold.
Honesty, gold's too hard to trade with such a wide spread.
Yes.
Yeah, 10 pips still alive.
Still too much. It's not.
Oh, wait till ADP comes along.
Yeah.
That's kind of why I took the risk on a longer term trade. That's because it was a longer plan. It wasn't like I'm just not trying to get 10, 15 pips. I was aiming for probably 15.95 from the 80s. So it makes it. I don't mind it then because the movement I could see coming. But yeah, I won't be entering anything now short term.
I'm off gold until the spreads improve. I'm not.
That's a sensible play, man.
Because I got stopped out of my trade yesterday. Now I can't re-enter. So
yeah,
that's all good.
Exactly it. I mean, it was kind of a one-off play because I can't really look to take re-entries now because the whole spread thing doesn't make sense. If I'm in there and the news is beneficial to me, then I'm laughing. But that's the only reason I took it because I just wanted to get myself somewhere in before Friday if possible, and today. And that's kind of preempting that really. It moved nice. So, I mean, I'm still like plus 80, I think. So I might get a bit of a chance. That's kind of broke down a bit now though.
I actually got a nice move on UJ last night.
Cool.
I haven't lost an UJ yet. I'm 5 pips in drawdown. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. If I take a loss on UJ, I'll let you know. Don't worry.
So we all laugh at Ted normally, so it's
Like,
yeah.
Fucking hate.
Yeah.
I always call out my wins and my losses. I have no problems with that.
And then the best thing that we discuss it after, right? And then we know why.
5 pips, a 5 pip drawdown is nothing. Like, that's just stupid.
All right,
Thank you.
this chart here, high volume on all tops moving because resistance indicates a reaccumulation in comparison to distribution. This is a very, very complicated analysis with no, I don't even know how to predict. I mean, this is just, where are zones? Maybe this is a way of trading I don't understand, so I'm not going to comment anything on it. But
Yeah, that's our favourite
That's
way,
that
man.
wick-off
That's wick-off things, isn't it?
trading style.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. That's why they've got the volume and all of that.
makes sense, I guess.
I think your sales are gonna play out now.
Or what, GJ? Or UJ?
GJ.
Yeah, I'll be careful. I'm not convinced with GJ. To be honest with
Yeah, I'm not right now.
you. Nah, I see that level where we're at now was the same as what we were playing with this morning. We kind of got up to it, and it's just so much mess to the left
Yeah.
on all time frames. It's just a rough place right now.
Yeah,
up to like 134. It's just hard.
Yeah, I'd want to see a candle close bearish.
Mm-hmm.
Made a mistake in the morning, didn't wait for the candle to close, took a loss, and now I'm gonna, this time, obviously gonna wait for a candle to close. Oh, what's this? UJ. Close below here, a short targets to support below. Looks good. Perfect. Let's look at that. Yeah, see, when I was analyzing JPY pairs yesterday, all JPY pairs daily candles were bearish, the previous daily candles. And these current daily candles have a high probability of going bearish. 107, 100, even down to 106, 800. Let's see. GJ. Safe buys above this level. Makes sense. In a range, support formed, safe sells below this level. Perfect. I'm actually looking for safe sells once a candle closes bearish. So I'm gonna wait for that. GP oh nice. GP move more? Oh yeah, it did move more. Alex been catching GP a lot lately. That's amazing. Wow, 60.
Yeah. Yesterday he caught 100 pips, I think.
Mm-hmm. GJ15 may waiting for price to retest 0.618 level for more confluence. Yep, makes sense. So that's your resistance there. I'd say look at this on a 30-minute time frame. You're going to see things much clearly because the 15-minute is messy. Such mess here. So this is support. This is resistance of this consolidation. Prices coming up. I mean, it's so messy. So I'd stay with the 30-minute and see what happens. Bring it here in the 1 hour. Mr. Raja Banks, what do you think about this? Let's take a look here. Price broke out the zone, waiting for last zone to enter long. Yeah, so when you look left, you see all this information here to the left. You see this resistance formed. You see this another like support. So this is all consolidation here. This is all consolidation right here. All high traffic area. I wouldn't want to take a buy in here. I'd probably look for a buy on GJ now since I've missed the original buys. It's probably going to be somewhere above 133,600. Up above here. I'll look for buys. Because if price can come above 133,600, then you look left, you see this wick here, clean move. There's an even cleaner move going up to 133.9. So this is going to be the range up here I want to take a buy in. This is consolidation. I don't like this. Lots of waiting around. Marine Martinez feeling lonely. Sent a chart. Look here. These names are hilarious. Iris, Alexander, Buddy, and Quarantine. What do you think about USD CAD long? Interesting. USD CAD long. I think USD CAD did go up, right? CAD is weak. Oh, okay.
It looks better than GCAD, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, I think if this is the current chart, I'm not sure, then you have it like the next 30 minutes you can expect to continue moving bullish after it breaks above this blue line. So again, my answer is going to be looks good. I say looks good to the idea. You know, the idea looks good. So yeah, looks good. Do you buy red or green candles? Well, it depends on if the red is bearish or the green is bearish. Or bullish, sorry. Candle close bearish, look for sells. Perfect. Perfecto. Alright, someone else is looking for UJ sells as well. I am in no trades right now, nothing. Sells in over here, going down. Perfect. You know, if you're looking for sells, I think your stop should be around, I would say, 107.850.
Yeah, agreed. I have my stop at 700, but UJ moves very slow.
Oh yeah. Just above the 4-hour candle. Right, what's this chart? Oh, oil. Man, these zones are very nice on oil. Nicely drawn. 30 pipes. Looking for sell at 7. Yeah? And if it breaks up, then you're looking for more pipes up there. So it looks good. someone's calling ADP to be negative 300,000. Wow. Let's see what happens on ADP. Do you guys only scalp, or is this technique for intraday and swing? Well, this is not a technique. It's about understanding why candles are forming, where candles are forming, where can you expect the high time frame candles to go. It's about understanding why market is doing what it's doing. There's no technique or strategy, because if price approaches a zone, there's a high chance it's gonna reject the zone, right? And then you're looking for confirmations, and then you're just reading the candles. You're reading the price.
It looks like it's given a nice rejection.
Yeah, if a candle starts to close bearish on the 30-minute, then I'll start to look for sells on GJ. Oh, wrong chart. Yeah, it's going to be interesting with the ADP numbers coming in. Like usually ADP just has like a quick spike here and there, but never have I seen a definite movement, like where things just start moving. Can you give me your take on this trade I took? Take a look here. Price broke level of resistance, so you took a buy. Yeah, looks good. It's approaching some resistance, I can see. I'm not sure what you want me to say, but what about buying from support in a bearish momentum? Risky? Is it better to wait for resistance form? If you're buying from support, it's not risky because you have your support here, you have your stop loss here. So I mean, it's going to be risky if you think that your stop is too big, if you don't know what you're trying to lose. I mean, if you're trying to take this trade, you're anticipating the candle to move up a little bit because it had such a drive down, then it would make sense. But then again, you're going to be looking at the 30-minute as well to see how that's forming. Let's take a look here a little bit since it was sent in Zoom session. So yeah, it's a 30-minute making higher highs, higher lows, so that's good. So then you start to look at the 15-minute and see that, okay, maybe price can come up till this area here, 117,860 and whatnot. Looks like GPCAD created a support over here to continue. If someone's still in this, man, I think you could have a very nice trade going further up. Oh, someone had buys, very nice. Yeah, the only trade I'm looking for is sells on GJ. That's what I'm looking for. There are a couple of scenarios going through my mind. If that this candle closes bullish and if the next one breaks the low, then I'm going to take my second entry on GJ, my second attempt at the GJ sells. Oh, nice. Without a bearish close, yes. Because if the next candle breaks the low right here, then there's a high chance that the candles are going to continue moving down. So that's my premise of taking the sell on GJ. So I'll have a 15 pip stop over here on a 50-cent lot. Gonna trade the month of April with small lots just to show people that hey, it's still possible. Someone sent a chart. Chart's coming at me at supersonic speed. I can't read this. This is yellow text, but looks like you took a buy, you won. Other than that, I can't read this. Looks like there's going to be a lot of waiting around here to do now. Just waiting. Abby Foster looking for... Oh. Alright, this candle's about to close. Coming to a close over here. It's beautiful. So if I enter over here, below the low of this candle, still enough range. 22 pips, 33. Yep. Yep. So we'll have to wait and see what happens. Yeah, lots of waiting around.
Yeah.
Yep.
Man, if someone's trying to trade gold, good luck. 10 pip spread, 15.
I'm long Citizen last night at 1578.
Beautiful.
Nice close.
Do you take into consideration 5 and 15 minute wicks or just 30? Mostly it's just 30 minute time frame. Do you think gold is a good buy now before the news? Well, just think of it logically. All candles are bearish. Why would you want to take a buy on gold? Why? Doesn't make any sense. Candles are bearish. A good buy on gold is going to be above this area 1597. All right, and first of all, gold has a 10 pip spread, so I'm not even sure why anyone's trying to trade gold at this point. Like if you're trying to scalp gold, it's going to get really, really hard. But if you're trying to trade gold based off the high time frames, then of course, yeah, you can do it. But you know, then you're considering the fact that the spreads are just really, really big here. Oh wow, looks like GJ is trying to enter this consolidation area here. Looks like I'll have to wait a long time for these sells.
That was a quick double clicking.
What's this? Do the current wicks to the downside show exhaustion, or the price is making lower highs and lower lows? This is lower highs and lower lows. That's what's happening on your GBP here. Because candles are closing bearish. It's closing bearish. So that's good. You know, and candles are making lower highs and lower lows, so you can potentially keep trailing your stop, you know, above the highs of these candles, because now you're expecting price to continue making lower highs and lower lows. Oh, some people are in GP CAD buys. I hope your stops are down over here.
It's gonna feel that way.
Yep. What's putting you off of GJ buys? The only thing that's putting me off of GJ buys is that this 30-minute candle closed below this resistance here, which was support, and now we have this current candle. It's open, so I'm not sure whether this candle is going to close above this area to continue up, or it's going to reject it and close below just like the previous candle. So I'm waiting. Ideally, I want to take a sell. So ideally, I would want to see a bearish candle closing so I can take a sell continuing down. So that's what I'm waiting for. But like, you know, at the same time, if the sells don't formulate, then I guess I'm not taking a trade.
Yeah, I think it should be good for sales. But
There you go. Candles need to close below this area for a resistance to be established. Oh, Mr. John Malik. Target 1 reached, target 2 reached. What's this? Gold. Oh, buy. Oh, okay. Looking for buyers. Rent money over here. Lambo payment over here. Perfect. Oh, that's a good question. Raja, are you looking for only sell buys because the 4-hour have a break solid support? Yes. Yes. So this was a support on GJ. This got broken in London session. And I'm looking for some sort of a selling confirmation here. Maybe this candle close, or maybe even a 15-minute candle close to take a sell, so we can continue moving bearish. That's what I'm waiting for. So if this 15-minute candle closes bearish, this one, I might be enticed to take sells, because that bearish close would mean that this is the high 15-minute candle made, and that would in turn be the high on the 30-minute candle to continue further pushing down. So what, I got what, 10 minutes left? 10 minutes more wait. I think in that 10 minutes I can go make some coffee. Perfect.
Yeah, I might do the same.
Okay, perfect. Coffee time.
Slaves to the caffeine. Slaves to the caffeine.
Don't know what you're missing out. Don't know what you're missing out.
You don't drink coffee, Ted?
Nope, never drank
You
a
don't
cup in my
like it?
life. Never drank a cup in my life.
Just do not know what you're missing, man. With honey?
Yeah, man.
Oh, man.
That's what people say when I tell them I haven't drinking a glass of beer either.
I don't know what's better.
Not missing anything. You don't miss what you never had.
You got a point.
Why not beer? Beer makes you fat.
And I was just talking and all sorts, but I was on mute. I say, if you've never tried like Guinness or anything like
Nope.
that ever, dude, you can't go a lifetime without trying Guinness.
Nope, never had any beer. Like when I played beer league softball, maybe 7-8 years ago, I had to every week you had to bring drinks for the team, and when it was my week, because everyone drank beer and I didn't drink beer, when it was my week, I had to go order beer from the beer store, and I didn't know how to do that. So I looked at
That's a good joke, man. No,
that's the original water boy.
Yeah, because I literally went in and at the beer store in Ontario, you have to go in, and then they don't have a beer. Like you just like go up to the cash register and you say what you want, and then they bring it out for you.
I want beer,
and then they're like, well, what kind of beer do you want? I'm like, I don't know, what's good. And then when I brought the beer to the beer league softball after the game, everyone was so excited because supposedly this was really expensive beer, and they were just happy with the cheap beer. And I was like, I don't know, I figured beer is like
Beer's beer, yeah.
Beer is beer. It was like $40 for a case. They're like, no, you should only be spending $25. I'm like, I don't know. Wasn't breaking me.
Awesome.
Oh, someone's in the jungle.
Yep. Do you remember we used to have the bird sounds, didn't we?
Yeah.
Bird sounds.
Mowgli.
You've got to try Guinness, Ted. You can't go a lifetime without trying it.
Yeah, maybe one day.
That'll be the day when you come here.
Ted, you would like Cronenberg blank? Probably not. And the fact that you told me I would like it is I probably wouldn't like it. I'm very, I don't like much. I don't like change. I don't break out of routines. I do the same thing all the time.
The UK is going to change you so bad.
Yeah, I'm old man with old habits.
Guinness is one of the most disgusting drinks ever.
Oh, you're not supposed to tell him, T. Come on, man.
It is.
I had like a sip of Guinness once, and like all the bad things I did in my life came back. And I
Yeah,
was
trust
like,
me.
"No,
Trust me.
there you go."
Yeah, I
Horrible.
think everyone's got to try it. You know what I mean? Just it's like, you know, Marmite. It's one of the things you're either going to like it or not. But no, I'm not a massive fan.
You got to be like in the mood for Guinness,
Yeah.
and those moods are very rare.
Dad, you ever been to the West Village, New York? Oh, I mean East.
Yeah.
Good Night Sunny. Yeah. Have you ever been to Good Night Sunny's?
No.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
No problem.
Is rakeel back? Probably not.
Don't tell nobody. Like nobody. But they get downstairs, there's like a tunnel in our house. It goes across the street to Stromboli and down in the basement of
Stromboli? What the fuck is Stromboli?
Pizzeria across the street from our job.
No way.
There's a tunnel that goes down there.
Does it
And
speak
they got-
easy?
Huh?
It speak easy?
They do poker, Jack Black, and they got slot machines down there.
Well, that's what you asked.
But don't say nothing.
No, he probably knows.
That probably is.
Do you guys ever hedge trades instead of stop losses? Because I don't see much educational material on it anywhere. Because that's a bad idea to hedge trades instead of using stop losses.
Rakeel, where do you see GJ going? Like 132.86?
I'd be happy with 132 or like 133.
And 130 long term.
Yeah, sure, if it gets there. Perfect.
130.56. 586.
Got like a 30 pip move if he gets down at 132.86. So if we could get 10 or 15, cool with it.
All right, it's kind of about to close in a minute here. I'm going to give it my second attempt here on this sound. So let's see here. 15-minute candle is about to close. This is the last 15-minute candle of the 30-minute candle is about to start. My stop is going to be around. What's this? 133.350. Okay, perfect. $133.350. See now, this 15-minute candle closed bearish. This is the first 15-minute candle of the 30-minute candle that closed. pips, right? So this 15-minute candle closed bearish. It closed below the previous one. So now when you look at the 30-minute, there are higher chances of the 30-minute to stay bearish because it made a high over here on the 15-minute. So I'm anticipating it to close bearish because the first 15-minute candle closed bearish. And if it closes bearish, that will increase the probability of the next 30-minute candle to continue bearish as well.
Oh no, everyone's taking sells.
Oh man.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. We're gonna have an angry mob on the stream.
Yeah, fuck. There are 1,800 angry people over here.
I came to the stream and I took sells and it didn't work out. And I don't understand how these guys make money.
There's something fishy about this cell. I don't like it, to be honest.
Guys, we're having a bad day today. That's it.
Yeah.
The majority of this is caused because of everything to the left, though, to be fair. It's such a consolidation on a high time frame, it's tough. But there's still options, but it's tough.
I come to the stream to see all the angry traders. Yeah, so do I. I don't understand why I'm losing all the time. Well, probably give you a few reasons. How you be talking about TP when there's no entry? He's already entered. He told you that. So stupid.
And another one sells.
TP is 20 pips at least. No trade that goes into winner. Okay. Parth Patel, you can go back to India or wherever you're from because you're getting a timeout. Uncle Ted hitting stop losses since birth. Pro trader, you can go on timeout too.
Uh-oh, it's purge.
Yep.
Take him out.
I like having the power to control the chat.
Problem is, you got to deal with all the girls in about half an hour.
Alright, what's this chart over
You're
here?
just roasting everybody so bad. Okay, well, you can leave too.
See ya.
Took this trade after saw a higher high, break above a few pips. Oh, very nice.
Ooh, there goes GJ.
Oh, GG's moving.
Yeah,
Oh man, you mean you're winning a trade? What the hell?
God damn it. All them
God
people
damn
that just
it.
got timed out. I just missed it.
Yeah, they're gonna come
Well-
back. How did you win?
Yeah, you faked that one. That's a fake.
Yeah.
Nice, man.
So, as this price comes into around 133, 100, it's going to be around 10, 12 pips. I'm going to secure positions. Nice. 30 minutes also moving nice. Oh. There you go, securing 10 pips here. Bringing stops to break even.
That's a good trade, coach.
Why is this thing not moving smooth?
You got the magnet ticked on TradingView.
Where is it? Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm Miss GJ, and I'm stuck in UJ cells. I'm watching GJ drop, and I'm in UJ going, "Oh, we just dropped half a pip. Oh, we dropped 2 pips." GJ runs like 10 in 5 minutes.
Yeah. We have got the news to come, man.
Yeah, I have a feeling my take profit will be fine. It's just I forgot how slow UJ moves, and I'm like 5 pips in drawdown, and I'm like sitting here going, should I just close and just call it a week?
Call it a day. Yeah. Thing is, it's been moving pretty good recently because obviously what's been going on, and it's slowly starting to become normal again.
Like we were talking yesterday, I'm just doing a lot of tests on challenging myself. Like now taking this UJ trade is like the patience test. I've been in it for like over an hour, and I'm just sitting here 5 pips in drawdown.
You tested your patience for a whole week, dude. I think you passed that test.
Yeah, this is going to be the ultimate patience test.
Ooh, 30-minute broke the low on the 30-minute here as well. So if you're in this trade, you're up like 10, 12 pips. I'd say just secure and let it run.
It's a good trade, dude.
Yeah. Like if someone's copying exactly what I'm doing, you should be up for the day right now with this trade.
On GU, this could be the momentum to fill that daily wick to the left there.
This is a beautiful trade, Rakeel. Thank you.
Thank you. No, thank yourself, man. You took it.
No, because it made sense.
Oh yeah.
That's why I took it.
Yeah, it should be up a nice 15 pips right now.
Ooh.
It's going good.
Someone just set up a new UJ for a week, Ted.
Yeah, I believe it.
Good luck with that.
Yeah.
It's just another long-term hold for 10 pips.
Yeah, seriously. But you know what? Back in 2016, man, when Rakeel and I used to trade UJ, it moved. Or maybe Rakeel, maybe we were just excited when the trades, we didn't realize how slow it was, and that was like the fast.
Yeah, you've
like
progressed.
We thought UJ was fast, yeah.
No, it actually used to move a lot.
Yeah, I thought so too, because we used to watch it move like GJ.
Yeah. Something changed in UJ.
I used to find that it correlated a lot more to the S&P a lot.
Mm.
And that correlation isn't working very well now.
Yeah.
So whenever I'd get a big drop in the S&P, you'd see the UJ strengthen up. You'd see JPY strengthen up, and I'm not seeing that so much now as much. And that was my trade for ages. You know, just watch S&P drops and then look for JPY strength all the time. You know, but it's not doing it so much.
So, you know, like if you guys took this trade and you made money, just give a like on the stream because, you know, it helps a lot of people to tune in and help them trade the better way too. Oh, how can I like the stream? Well, you're gonna go in timeout.
Isn't that fun?
Why do you take the sell if the trend was bullish the last 5 hours or so? Well, I saw it. I think you need to watch the recap after the stream and you're going to understand why I was looking for sells. I mean, for the last 2 hours, I've just been talking about sells.
Yeah, I think people have to really take advantage of these streams and use them as, like I've said in the past, game day footage. Like you should really go back and watch these and stop asking questions, because a lot of the questions that you have are answered in these streams. And I think you're doing yourself a disservice by coming in and asking questions without having watched any of the previous streams or any of the previous simulators. I mean, at the end of the day, you're coming here because you're looking to be profitable, or you're looking to be a winning trader, and you don't even have the characteristics of someone who wants to be a profitable or winning trader, because you're not helping yourself first.
I honestly believe these streams are the #1 resource in Forex. more than any book, any other thing. You know, there's so much value here. It's crazy.
Massive interactive book, man. You can ask anything
They
you want.
are indeed, man. Don't believe they are indeed.
Exactly. I've been on the stream, been watching it for almost 2 years since I've been trading, and I had to join the family to get on the other side of it because that's how much I cared about what's going on here.
100%. I think anybody that jumps, sorry about that. I think anyone that jumps into Forex and finds this stream right away is at like such an advantage. Because if you go through multiple mentors in the beginning and all that bullshit before finding this, you go through a lot of loss. But luckily, Rakeel was my second mentor.
Luckily.
No, I like my first one. My first one's my boy, but we trade
yeah.
differently. That's the only thing.
I think you definitely get a head start nowadays having this option.
It's important for everyone to find their style, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I have a runner running on GJ here now. So that's cool.
Same. Get close 75% at 10 pips.
I'm out, man. I opened up a bomb of a position. I'm secure. I'm happy with that, mate.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it was a proper bomb, man. It was, and I thought, okay, this is it.
It was a proper bomb.
Yeah, it was a proper bomb. And I thought, I waited. I didn't in London.
So you're like, it's now or never.
Yeah, and I waited. And, it was good. It was a good trade. But I think with people coming on the screen, I would say that mark up your charts, and then I use it as almost like a guided hand of how you're executing, and you can see the execution of the trade, and that's something else. You can see someone's chart, but how someone executes it and how they close it, how they're leaving runners and all that. That's takes time and skill to learn, But people just want to know when to sell and buy.
Was the big drop on gold yesterday due to the end of the month traders taking profit? Someone was questioning and analyzing why it dropped yesterday.
Yeah, I mean, that's one theory. The other theory is too, we kept rejecting that high and it just pulled back. So, I mean, now this month we may start to go bullish again. The other reason is there's possible a pullback to get a better price for NFP if NFP drives up. So there's lots of opportunity, lots of ideas there.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about this morning. Whether this is the move to try and cover what's potentially coming Friday, basically. Which wouldn't surprise me.
What's this? Wait for price to close bearish. Then we resistance here. I can sell. I think you can sell below the support. Yeah, below the support would be a sell. Would be a better sell. New hour about to start. Current hour is closing bearish at the same area. If you look left.
It is finally in profit.
Good work.
Yes, we got there.
What, you like half a pip?
Yeah, we got there. We got the profit.
Awesome. Now, did you just close out or hold it?
I'm gonna hold a bit, see where I can go here.
You watch it go back.
Yeah, now I'm back in loss. 8 o'clock showed up, and now I'm back in drawdown.
Damn it.
Oh well, that was fun.
Awesome.
So see the 30-minute also closed. Yeah, go ahead.
Sorry. No, go ahead. I was just saying Monty's a CEO. We discussed that earlier today. I guess, I mean, you sort of are because you do the London session. So
Exactly that.
It is true. It was earlier today.
Yeah, man. It's
Sorry,
pretty cool,
Rakeel,
'cause
go
we
ahead.
talk- yeah, go on, man. Go on.
Yeah, I was just gonna say how the 30-minute closed bearish, and it just seems like good enough for it to continue moving bearish.
Yep. I should have got in GJ because I saw that happening too. But it's okay. I'll hold my UJ trade and just watch it in agony.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna put a buy stop and sell stop for ADP on UJ. Yeah, that would be a good idea.
Yeah, I think UJ will probably drop with ADP. I think what I'll be watching is if UJ moves up to like 107,650 in the next 5 or 6 minutes, I may close with a loss because what'll end up happening is there could be a spike up before we drop down. But if UJ stays in this range, like around 107,540 to 107,500, like around there, I'm actually okay with that because then when it pushes up, if it goes up to 107,600, that'll be more of like just the whipsaw up, and then we'll probably get the drop down to 107,260, 107 even. There's a good opportunity there. It's just watching how this new hour candle reacts with the news coming up. But I think we should be okay for the drop based on what's going on right now.
Ooh, GJ's approaching TP over here.
I think you got more room there. Would it make sense for you to move your stop loss further down now, below or just above the current hour candle? Like if you go to the hour candle, move your stop loss just above that and let it run a little bit more.
Yeah, like it's at break even now.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay.
Like the only thing I'm worried about is that maybe with ADP it might come up a little bit to make a wick.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ted, I put it above that hour candle. That makes sense.
Yeah.
What don't make sense right now is gold stopping me out. When I was looking a minute ago, it's like 70 pips up. I was like, out of nowhere.
Yeah, good old gold.
Damn it, I really wasn't told that for the news.
Are you mad that you got stopped out of your gold trade? No, because I got stopped out in profit. So I'm not concerned about that. Can you tell me the IG live timing of today? Yep, after I figure out what time I want to do it. That's the advantages of being me. I get to decide.
Uh-oh. Gold is twitching over here. Interesting feelings here. I mean, for UJ to drop, I feel like it's too good to be true. Because it's so obvious.
You're saying we're fundamentals?
I have no idea.
The counter to that is the daily had so much rejection on the upside that I think it does make sense. Your challenge is on the daily, you're going into that zone. So I see what you're saying, Rakeel. The challenge here is the zone on the daily is what we keep tapping into. So if you go back to the daily chart with UJ, this area here, we keep tapping into that. That's the issue. So right now we're struggling to break that. But my thought process is because we had so much rejection over here, and then this was rejecting but really didn't pull up, there's a good opportunity that we may pull down a little bit more before we start to push up. And then with NFP, I really think that we may fill this whole wick over here, and then have a bit of rejection at that point.
Ooh, GJ hit take profit.
Oh,
nice work. Nice work.
And
I think you've
further.
got room to 825.
Yeah.
That 825 would be a sense, as long as you can push back where you are now.
Well, there you go, everybody. 20 pips.
Right here, I see why that was your take profit.
Bro.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Good job, everybody.
Hello, Sinan.
Easy money.
So what have you guys been doing with yourselves during the quarantine?
Buying shit online I don't need.
It's a dangerous game, Chris.
Trust me. I'll have so many parcels soon. Well, probably in September though, when they actually arrive. But yeah, that's about it.
What's it like over there right now?
No different really. It's just they're strict. Well, to be fair, people are getting fined for being outside. So there's a person. Yeah, a person today wouldn't tell the police why they were outside, and they got fined £600, which is about what's it, 800 Canadian?
$300.
Yeah. So yeah, just because I wouldn't tell them.
It's probably about 1,000 Canadian.
No, it could be that. Yeah, it would be more like 1,000, wouldn't it? Yeah.
Exchange rate's 1.75 roughly.
Yep. So yeah, it's probably near 1,000.
That sucks.
Mad. Yes. It's a good way the government gets the money back, That's what we were talking about this morning.
All right, ADP is coming in at 4 minutes. 6 minutes. See what happens.
Jay's starting to drop now, so your theory, Raja, may be correct, but we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
I got my stop set up, so I'm okay. But if it does one of those drops in the next 4 minutes or so, like down to I would say 107, 420 or 107, 400, I may exit just with 10 pip profit, just because you're right. If it does whipsaw, why? Okay, I wouldn't want to be in the news just to have my entry. Or my position gets stopped out after I waited an hour and a half for this position to go in profit.
What's the best hour for work in GJ in the London hour? Well, you just answered your own question. Yeah, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a buy stop at 107.670.
Yeah, I would agree with that. That's where my stop is basically. My stop is at 107.700. But now UJ is dropping, so I think you might get a spike down and then a spike back up. I think we probably will spike to 420, to be honest. 107, 420, and then it may push up a bit after that to get ready for the 9:30 NYSE Open. But I'm actually in a really good spot right now with my trade. I'm only at 2 pips in drawdown, so it's actually really good for UJ.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah, so I think if we do have that drop, I can get out with like 6 or 7 pips profit, because the deepest I've been in drawdown right now has been 8 pips profit, or 8 pip drawdown. So if I get out 7, 8 pips profit, I'm okay with that, because then my risk to reward was basically 1-to-1. Nothing will happen on ADP news. Ooh, okay, well then I don't have to worry.
Perfect.
Perfect. Thank you for the update.
Nostradamus.
Raja, GJ reacting to the mini support here at whatever that is. Yeah, sure. I mean, I have a runner running. That's okay. It's cool. It's running at 22 pips right now.
It looks like it will continue.
I think you got 132,800 coming in.
Yeah, and then I think 650 is pretty sensible after that.
Yeah.
Let's get it.
Let's get it, Raja boy.
Ed,
All right.
you are the master and Raja is your son.
I know. I think we're both the devils or something.
That's right. Yeah, I don't have a son, and Raja has a son, so I think we're opposite there. But yeah.
And they're also both the same person.
All right, so I got a sell stop on UJ and a buy stop on UJ.
I think you're good with the sell stop. To be honest, I think you're going to have a nice push down into 300s. The way that we're moving now.
Nice.
I think we have opportunity here. But we'll see if I know. Uncle Ted, how would he know nothing will happen from ADP news? Well, because he can tell the future. Where is your stop loss? My stop loss is 107,700. It's been there since about 6:40 a.m. when I took the trade.
For 4 hours.
Yeah, that's right. Just been hanging around UJ.
Yeah, nothing's changed.
Yeah. I asked about buy stops and sell stops. Well, you can't have a stop loss with a buy stop and a sell stop until one gets activated. So I think that's what you need to look at. But based on our theory, it looks like maybe sell stops may get activated before buy stops, but we'll see. Because the idea behind a buy stop or a sell stop is that it's going to puncture through your market order and it should go into profit. So you really don't need a stop. Like, you shouldn't be putting buy stops and sell stops where they both get activated at the same time.
Momentum, right?
Yeah.
All right. Coming in.
Coming in hot.
Good luck, gentlemen. Staying
Wow.
at him.
Coming in profit.
Oh.
Nothing happened. He was right.
Give it a second.
Nothing happened.
What are the numbers?
I don't think it's come out yet.
No, I think it's now.
Oh, it has. Minus 27.
Huh.
It was good. Well, it was better than expected. Well, still worse.
Yeah. Oh well. So much for pending orders.
That's to throw us off the
All
Central
right,
Friday.
I just closed GJ now or UJ now in profit. I'm done.
Nice.
Yep, I'm out.
All that hold.
All that hold, 2 pips. I'm out.
Ooh. GJ's running at 30 pips over here.
Gold should be going down there, right?
Man, this was a beautiful trade.
Yeah, definitely keep your eye on 650. I think that's got potential for sure. Looking.
That was a great call.
Yeah. Yeah, once I entered, I hammered 50-cent lots on this. Just went pew, 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 pew.
Person who said nothing would happen was correct. So I apologize to that person because they knew that nothing was going to happen. He saw the future, so listen to him from now on. Oh, there goes UJ. It's on its way now. It waited for me to leave the market and then started going.
I was waiting for it to drop like 20
Yeah.
pips or something straight
It's
after
going
it closed.
And there it goes, folks.
So, I waited 4 hours. Oh well, I'll just get out. Damn it.
Why did I close? Because nothing was really happening. So I might as well just take a profit and just be done for the day. I just not really caring about that trade anymore. It didn't do what I expected it to do, and I'm comfortable.
Personal challenge was met.
It's just it was a trade I was expecting to break that support level, and it just didn't. And GJ was the trade of the day today, and that's probably going to be something that I put in my journal. Don't trade UJ anymore. You tried.
Yeah.
We've been here before.
Yes.
Man, I've put UJ in my journal. Don't try UJ so long time ago. Yeah, I also just closed everything on GJ too. So there you go.
Yeah, it did it hit the 800s? Yeah.
Yeah, 800.
It hit 800s. Yeah. Where do you place sell stop for UJ? That was about 5 minutes ago, and it didn't work. Ted, have you taken a psychology class to improve your trading? No. What I did was I was more honest with myself, and I stopped listening to everybody else on what they were doing. I think that's the biggest thing. The first thing that you do is, and the easiest thing you can do as a trader is sit by yourself and look at the charts and just ask why all the time, and start answering those questions. That's the easiest way to learn. Just sit on a weekend, or excuse me, sit when you have free time, look and ask why. Why did this trade, why did this drop on GJ happen? Why did UJ range? Just ask why. And the more answers you're able to give yourself and the more information you're able to solve, the better trader you become. You closed because you weren't confident or because you were okay with profit? I think it was, you never know. Well, no, I just realized that when I entered the trade, my idea was we would drop down to 107 to 85. That was my take profit point. I gave it an opportunity pre North American Open, so 7 a.m. I gave it opportunity for it to move, and it sort of did, and then pulled back. I gave it opportunity at the North American Open to push, and it really didn't do much. And now I just gave it opportunity again at ADP to push, and it didn't do it again. So those, in my mind, were 3 opportunities that I've seen on a regular basis for the last 5 years that should have given a US-based currency some sort of push in momentum, and I didn't see a push happen. So therefore, the trade for me is not worth holding anymore. Because if I can't get movement with a news event, with an opening of a new market, and there's no push, then why am I sitting in that trade? There's obviously something further beyond that, which is NFP tomorrow, and that's where you'll probably see the push. That's all. So that's if you were trying to figure out my thought process with the trading, that's sort of how I go through things. Oh yeah, NFP, sorry, it's Friday. Yeah, I keep forgetting today's only Wednesday, not Thursday. My bad. I haven't been outside in a week and a half.
At least go for a drive.
Yeah, I mean, that's not really going outside either. But
Yeah.
Okay, what's going on in the YouTube world over here? What about GP Cat? Can we see a bearish movement coming? Well, you need to send a chart. You need to send a chart. Man, I waited what? 1, 30, 42, almost 2 hours for these sells. I think that's going to be a good highlight for the day. Is there a reason you don't trade the last 3 hours of UK market close? Yes, I have to work out at that time. The thing is now there are a lot of new people here who trade. I think the misconception people have is that, now I know we've talked about this like a lot of times, and I'm going to repeat that here again, that always know how much time you're going to spend on the charts. Now, since we have Corona happening and a lot of people are working from their homes, you have a lot of time to look at the charts. That's not a good thing at all. That's actually a bad thing. Like, the more you look at the charts, the more prone you're going to be to overtrade, more opportunities you're going to see, potential opportunities which might not be there. Because the thing is, like, your brain is going to trick you into saying that, oh, hey, Nate, listen, this is a good trade here, yeah? While you're working, why not just take a trade here? And most of the time, it's going to turn into a bad trade because now you're going to go into the cycle of overtrading. So, you really have to identify the times you're going to sit and trade. Now, I come to the charts at 6:30 and I want to be done by 8:30. That's 2 hours. In those 2 hours, I'm looking for 1 or 2 trades. That's it. And if I get my 1 or 2 trades, perfect. I call it a day. I'm done. I'm good to go. But now what I'm not going to do is I'm not going to sit on the charts till like London close and then look for opportunity in New York close and Asian session. No, it makes no sense. So I mean, if you guys want to be, or if you want to have a half-assed success like me, I mean, I don't think I've had a huge success. Just do what successful people do. Like, if you read all the biographies or all the stories of these good traders, what you're going to see is like they don't trade all day. They trade a set amount of hours and they trade maybe 1 or 2 instruments. That's it. So it took one trade, and one trade was a loss because it didn't wait for the candles to close. Let me just update this here. 30 pips. And then waited for confirmation, got the confirmation, and took the second trade, and was a winning trade.
Roger.
Hey.
Yeah, bro. So looking at, I mean, I'm done trading for the day, but for example, it's 15 minutes going up, right? In theory now, say you were to take the same kind of trade you took before, you go back to the 15 minute, right? And as it breaks the low, so if this one closes bullish and as it breaks the low of the next 15 minute, you can in theory take a short there.
This one here?
Yeah, down there to go to the next level, right? That would be the same trade again, isn't it?
Yeah.
That way, and then it goes down.
Yeah, then you're anticipating it to come down to fill this wick and then ultimately come down over here.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you know what I've seen is that the first move has the highest probability of working out. Because then you're going to be looking at the second move here. But yeah, that would make sense. If it breaks this low, then it's going to continue down. Yeah.
Well, I'm done trading for the day, gang. I want to go for a run.
All right, gang. Take care.
Take care.
What about Euro USD? I think you need to send a chart on Euro USD. And Miss Marjan has her mic. There we go.
I was gonna say.
Yeah, I think it was a pretty good day.
I think if UJ breaks 107.450, I think you have a good opportunity for a short. Like right there, yeah. If we break that, I think we would be going down.
Man, just move UJ from the books. Trust me.
I just like beating things that seem impossible. I just wish the gold spread would get back to normal. I'm still waiting for the call. I told them to call me when they're going to get their liquidity back to drop the spreads. Why is it so hard to trade with a small account? It's not hard to trade with a small account. It's your feelings behind a small account. If everything in the world cost $1, when you made $1 in your small account, you'd feel happy about that because you would have purchasing power. But because everything in the world costs more than $1, your effort that you're exerting to generate that dollar inside your head creates a mental block of the fact that you feel you're being useless. And that creates the opportunity for you to make mistakes because you have a lack of focus because you know the dollar isn't worth anything. And the actual carrying of that money doesn't exist. If you were given a $100,000 account, you would be super cautious. And as soon as you made $200 or $300, you'd be closing. You'd be like, okay, I'm done for the day. And you would assign a better value associated with that dollar number. And that's the reason why $100 accounts are harder to grow, because you do not have the same focus that you would on a larger account, because the purchasing power of the dollar on a smaller account isn't there. So you feel as though you're doing things for nothing. And you can lie to yourself and say, no, I really love trading. But most people, when they trade a $100 account, it ends up being blown because they're trying to run it up to something significant, not realizing the probability of that is very low. And I think if you understood that 1% of $100 is $1, and if you did that over a week, you would make $10, which is 10%. You would look at that and say the dollar figure isn't significant, but your ROI is actually very significant. And that's the biggest problem people face, is the battle between your ROI versus the actual dollar value in your account. And if you can separate and get used to the fact that all you're doing is working on ROI, eventually 3% of your account will be $3,000 or $30,000. But until you are able to break free of that mental struggle between ROI and dollars in your account, you will never be successful at trading. And there are ways to adjust and become successful and remove yourself from that, such as working at this part-time, having a job that supplements your income, making sure you have other hobbies and activities so you're not drawn to the charts, doing things of that nature, you'll find that you'll have better success. But if all you're trying to do is say, I want to be a full-time trader because I can't do anything else for my life, nor do I want to do anything else, you're just going to end up failing. And I could bet millions of dollars on that. Like you show me someone with $100 account, and if they don't have the right mindset, they're going to blow it no matter who teaches them, no matter what kind of trades they take, no matter if they show up on the stream here every day, because Raja sees it all the time. He sees people come here on the stream, make money, and then 2 hours later, oh, I just took a big loss. I just did this. I just did that. It happens every day.
Yep.
And I, you know what? It's a fact. And if you're lying to yourself about that and saying that's not me, and you do it, well, I mean, you're not hurting anyone but yourself. So when you get used to the idea of just having a simple ROI, you'll be better off. And ways you can clear the noise is don't look at social media. Follow Fashion Nova models instead of traders. Just show up to the live stream, work on what you're doing, and that's it. Follow people, follow cars, follow homes, follow anything but the industry that you're in. If you can't control your emotions and all you see are other people posting charts, posting wins, doing this, doing that, and that propels you to trade because you feel as though you have to compete with other people, don't put yourself in that position. That's like an alcoholic going to a bar. If you know you're an alcoholic, you don't go to a bar. You don't show up to the bar and be like, okay, I'm just going to sit with everybody and have a glass of water. You're going to be too tempted. That's the problem. So don't tempt yourself. Take away distractions. There's people that we used to know, traders that we knew, that would give each other, give their friends their MT4 or MT5 password. And what they would do is, you know, as soon as they traded, they would switch the password on them so that they couldn't access their account till the next day. There's, you know, people have done that. People have deleted MT4 off their phones, MT5 off their phones. So when they're done and they leave the house, they can't access their trading account anymore. They've traded from their laptop or their desktop, and then they're done. Like, just really figure out what your triggers are and make peace with them. And don't compare yourself to anybody else, because the more you compare, the more you're going to hurt yourself. And that's the thing. So, you know, you have the opportunity to succeed. I've watched people run accounts up from $500 to $100,000 in a month. I've watched people run up $1,000 to $20,000 in a week, only to lose it in one day. And, you know, people here that have no money in their accounts are like, that's crazy. How could people be stupid? Because they are. Because as soon as you get something, you want a little bit more. And then you want a little bit more. And then you want a little bit more. Instead of understanding that when you first started, all you were looking for is to make $100, $200. And then suddenly now you want to make 2,000, 4,000. And you lost your focus.
What is the average lot size you recommend to trade on a 10K account?
Don't go after lot size, go after percentage. So risk 2 to 1%.
GG is about to drop, man. Trust.
Oh, you Jay. Oh.
Did it go? Oh.
It did.
Dude.
Damn it, Jay. I don't care. That's a win in my books. UJ dropped.
Analysis correct, mate. That's all.
Yeah.
Just the patience.
Yep. It's like, damn it. UJ dropped for no reason. No.
Broke below that support too. So that's
it good. Did. Yeah.
Good morning.
Hey.
Yeah, it's usually it's gonna be 10 pips.
What up, man? What up?
What up, Chris? How's it going?
Sleepy, mate. Sleepy, but I'm alright.
Did you guys catch GJ too?
Yes.
Nice.
Please have a look if you see this. All right. I saw it. GPCAT 15-minute TP1, TP2, waiting for 30 minutes to close above support. Yeah, looks good. Above this area, we have a clean move going up. Yep. Wow, so many cheap courses over here. Cheapest trading courses. Let's take a look here. Oh wow, it's a steal. $30, $30, $20. Grant Cardone, $10.
10x for $10.
Man spends hundreds of thousands in advertising. Q Banks 30, Market Fluidity $30. Man, you know what really pisses me off? Like, why is my course listed for $30? Should be at least 40 or 50.
It's better than Mr. Cardone.
Yeah, that should be more than all the other courses.
At least 50.
Yeah, it's insulting to see it at $30.
Same value as Astra, apparently.
Whoa, way more, man. What do you mean?
I'm saying on there.
Oh
On
yeah.
that price list.
I guess that's a deep cut, man.
See if they're saying it about yours.
see. Now the thing is, if they increase the price to $40 and anyone looks at this list, they see, oh shit, market fluidity $40 must be good. So then they'll make more money. But
yeah, this is a really bad marketing ploy. I don't understand how they correlated these amounts. Purchase 2 or more courses and get a 30% discount. Like, does this person live where the dollars you can buy homes with $1?
Cambodia or something.
Yeah, like I mean, like literally, like I mean, when you, to your point, Raja, you look at the prices of these courses. Like, man, even if you sold them for $100, you'd still probably make more money. Like, I don't know. Like, being the cheapest isn't necessarily isn't always the best.
People can't even scam people correctly nowadays.
Oh, look, we got testimonials here
You're not putting in any work. You know, any money off someone else's back is money to them.
Happy clients.
I got the files.
I got files.
Great job. You were able to steal and then repackage and send an email out. I don't think I'd be proud knowing that someone was happy that I was able to send an email. I mean, I don't know if you want to live your basis of testimonials being able to click the send button.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't make it on this story or something. Too bad.
No one sells my courses anymore.
Yeah.
I'm not relevant anymore. You know what would be really smart is if someone started taking the YouTube streams and packaging them and selling those videos. And but here, listen, this is what you do with the YouTube stream here with Rajesh.
Giving ideas.
Yeah, because obviously people can't think for themselves. Is what you do is you create a course from the YouTube channels and you sit and summarize all the YouTube channels, like, you know, you go through each YouTube video and summarize that video and repackage it as a course and sell it for $40. Because because think about it, right? Because Raja's got 100 videos out there, and on those videos there's probably, I would say, about, you know, there would be oodles of actual factual information, but the problem is nobody wants to sit through a 3-hour video. So if you actually go and do that and you summarize those videos and you start offloading them for 10 or 20 bucks a piece, and you sell your value and say, hey, listen, you don't have to watch all 3 hours. I've broken down these videos like the Sports Center top 10 highlights. Man, you'd be off to the races. People will be buying those up in chunks. $10 a video. This is like OnlyFans, like OnlyFans for Forex. Like, you'd just be getting the straight video for $10.
Oh man,
people would be taking those videos and they would be.
You're giving out so much ideas that just be quiet. Come on.
There's definitely somebody doing this right now.
I'll bet there's not many people with that effort.
Yeah.
Or about 20 people are just about to
Purpose
start.
of scammers is to just not do shit.
People are like rubbing their hands together.
Yeah, they're like, oh man, that's all I have to do is sit there and watch a video and make a highlight. and really, if you have a good editing software on your computer, man, you can change it all around. You could be like, this is the market fluidity highlights video, or, you know, whatever it is, and you can turn around and sell it for $5 or $10 a video. Your half hour amount of work just scrolling through the videos and editing them, like a half hour or 2 hours, man, you make $100, $200 a video and just have residual, because people will just keep buying them.
Yep. And to edit them, you don't even have to watch the full thing. You can watch the full thing, but like speed it up. Like adjust the playback speed and watch it in like an hour.
Yeah, and just take all the nuggets from it and put it on OnlyFans or some video chat thing and just release them $5 at a time, and you'll have like 1,000 subscribers, 2,000 subscribers per month, and say, hey, every day I'm going to release a new video for like a $40 a month fee. Man, you'll have 200, 300 people subscribing right away. No problem. You'll make OnlyFans for Forex. Just go on there. You make yourself $4,000, $5,000 a month. No problem. And all you're doing is repurposing. Isn't that illegal? Well, yeah, everything there is illegal. I mean, the idea of what I'm talking about is ludicrous. But I mean, if people are selling courses for $30, I'm saying you can do a lot more with a lot less.
With better content. Yeah.
Uncle Ted knows about OnlyFans. Of course I know about OnlyFans. What happened when all these Instagram models can't take pictures anymore outside? They went to OnlyFans.
Oh, man.
They're all stuck inside now. What are they going to do?
What I'm going to do is I'm going to translate all Raja videos to Spanish, and I'm going to resolve them.
That's even a better idea, man. Holy cow.
It's actually...
You know how many traders out there, they can watch the streams, at least they don't understand deep inside how we trade, because everything is in English. So if we translate to Spanish, man, it's gonna be a massive move.
There is a dude that contacted me ages ago who does a Spanish stream, like at the same time for like London and stuff, which is pretty cool. Can't remember his name, to be honest, but he just said, do you think it's cool? I don't think he knew about all the others that were going on. I was like, yeah, do you think, you know?
I'm gonna close UJ.
Look at UJ go.
Yeah, I'm gonna close UJ. We're approaching this 15-minute candle. Oh, well, just open another bearish candle, so it's gonna continue moving down. I was about to close because I was expecting another pullback toward the previous resistance, but looks beautiful.
Raja, how's your lot 40-50? Because he closed partial and he still has a 0.1 lot open. That's why it's like that. Well, if you took my UJ sell signal back at like 7 o'clock in the morning, you won.
Yeah, I took it.
Congratulations. Like this stream.
I took your signal. I just didn't trust this small pullback because of the news were good, but still coronavirus is still there.
So
Yeah.
it's gonna
It's
continue
moving.
moving.
What do you think about Mark Douglas videos? I've never watched them.
He's a very good psychologist.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
A trading psychologist.
Ah, very nice.
Is that kind of Proctor Gamble? What's the name of this guy? The Dr. Proctor?
Oh,
The same as Mark Douglas?
no, that's somebody else.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if anyone's been watching EJ, but that's dropping off the face of the earth today.
I literally just turned on the chart.
Yeah, we looked at it this morning. It's just gone miles since then.
Had a little play from,
Mm.
and now it's continuing its move by the looks of it.
You got range down to 116, 116.8, I think now.
I'm looking at the 4. Looking at potentially might have some issues around 117, 150 of the 4 hour.
Yeah, that bit. If you
The
get
body
past
of
that,
those
you get-
candles.
Yeah, so I was looking at them wicks really.
Oh yeah, forget a wick fill.
Yeah, so I mean, if you look at the same thing on 30-minute, at that exact same level.
Yeah.
You can see how they form there. So you pass the worst of it, if that makes sense. You've just got 2 candles sticking down now.
Oh yeah, exactly.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, makes sense.
So if you get past them wicks you're at now, I can't see why you won't reach the bottom of them wicks and the actual wick. Sorry, bottom of the candles and the wick. That's a big move, though.
I finally got my 10 pips on UJ.
Give him back in.
Yep, I got that sell stop.
That was a test.
Yep.
Good one, man. Can you imagine if you open it up and it just stopped doing anything?
It's like, no. When I have that sell stop, Raja was looking at that too, and I was like, all right, he marked it up, makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Negative 27,000. You know, this just means that the pay stubs were handed out. So this is the less pay stubs were handed out.
Yeah, I was going to say I looked into it, and apparently the data for today and Friday is only up until the 12th of March.
Yeah.
And so I think it was the second half of the month that was really bad.
They changed from negative 81,000 to negative 100,000. This was negative 81,000 yesterday. Oh, UG has a high probability to continue down. If this, you get the push with this 4-hour close.
Okay, I'm off. Have a good day, everyone.
All right, take care, have fun.
Okay, Alex. Okay, Kivan.
What are your thoughts on a funded account? Some prop firms will have you complete. Yeah, I mean, if you think that's a good idea, so do it.
Thoughts of having a Bloomberg terminal? Well, I mean, if that's what you want to have.
Yeah, if you think that's gonna.
I'll tell you right now, it's not worth it.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
the thing
it's
is, you can get whatever you want, but none of those things are gonna increase your execution. I mean, it all comes down to execution.
The thing is, you can find everything off that's on Bloomberg. You can find on, like the Forex calendar or something.
It's all there.
Yeah.
And Bloomberg's very delayed as well. They're very, very delayed in their news.
So it looks like we're getting this 4-hour push here now in UJ.
Is anybody still holding GJ?
Nope.
Nope.
Exit long time.
Long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
I got one runner going. I took 75% profit.
Nice.
Nice. Yeah, UJ's got a long way down to go.
So you close completely UJ, Ted?
Yep, I got everything
10.
closed. I got 15 on 1 pips as well.
Okay.
All right. Oh, actually, no, I got more. I got 25 pips. Sorry. That was good. Hell no.
Hell no. No, no, no.
I gotta hate TikTok.
Yeah.
I think then I'm gonna close 50% on UJ then.
I'm bored in the house. I'm in the house. I'm bored.
TikTok is taking over my life too.
Yeah. You know, but have you noticed though? Sometimes your feed will just go straight to like a certain style of video.
Your feet?
Your feet?
Your feed, like your
your feed.
TikTok feed, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Because
yeah.
like one night I was just watching dog videos. I'm like, what the hell? And then the other day I was just watching like chick videos, like just dancing. Like it seems like it just does some random stuff.
Oh, you want to hear something freaky? Me and the wife were talking about having another child, and then half an hour later, I'm scrolling through TikTok, and we start seeing those gender reveal videos. Like, like what?
All right. If you were in the UJ trade and you held, my suggestion is you should be securing profits at this point because we waited 2.5 hours for this move. So you should be securing profit. But anyone who said that UJ was a buy, I feel sorry for you once again, because I hate when people always try and argue with me for the sake of arguing. The daily was bearish. The 4-hour was bearish. The hours will continue to be bearish. Don't fight against the higher time frames. Probability dictates it will continue 90% of the time, 80% of the time.
Some people just like to argue.
Yep. Yeah, and I mean, once again, the way we mapped this trade out, or the way I mapped it out, was essentially we didn't break above this area here. This was your target over here. And providing that we continued bearish, that's where we would end up because of also this area here too. So it was a relatively easy trade. It's just UJ takes a little bit more of a, or it's just a little bit longer for it to move. I exited and then re-entered once we had a little bit more momentum. And the momentum was on the 15-minute candle once we broke support below 450. There was nice easy moves there.
I've seen people open multiple positions for small lots, then one single position. Is that the best practice? Well, that depends on what risk you're using.
You can also use partial closes as well on MT4.
Yeah, partial close.
It's a lot less hassle.
All right, 9 a.m. All right, I'm gonna head off here, guys.
All right.
Yeah.
Have a good day.
Don't overtrade and have fun.
Yep.
Rakeel, have a good one.
Yeah, take care.
Take care, everybody.
Take care, everybody. Take care. Take care. Shukriya.
Shukriya, shukriya.
See you, everyone.
Hasta la vista.
Hasta la vista, baby.
Hasta la vista, baby.